So when I started making these videos, I wanted it to be, about riding and safety tips and whatnot, but I figured it might be good to comment on my experience and perspective thus far with our coronavirus outbreak. Just got out of work, and just looking out here, it looks like a busy traffic day, rush hour, whatnot. Seems normal, but at work, it was kind of like pandemonium. Toilet paper selling out within, not even hours of us getting it back in. Water getting completely sold out. Soap, Lysol. Even had people almost get into a fight over toilet paper. Everything food-wise, pretty much, if it wasn't nailed down, shelves were going empty. It's kind of scary, and things have barely started. And this is just here on the East Coast, here in Virginia. We've only had like maybe 2 or 3. Well, I think now it's up to 4 publicly confirmed cases, but up northwest of where we're at. But there's a couple in our backyard that they haven't really talked about. But yeah, people just freaking out and panic buying. Really, they're not really buying things to sustain them in an emergency situation. They're just buying everything under the sun. So I've seen people loading up their carts full of all these perishable items that they're possibly not going to be able to eat within a few days or even a week before it turns bad, and they can't freeze it. So it's very strange, very surreal, just all around scary. I really don't like how everyone's acting. They haven't really started turning against each other yet, but it's only a matter of time when food starts running out, water is completely depleted for long periods of time. That's when things are going to start really getting real. So I'm not sure how much longer our stores are going to hold out, how long they're going to still be able to keep giving us fresh shipments daily. So, our distribution centers at some point are going to start running dry. They're running low. They can't even keep up with the demand for, things like, as I said, toilet paper, chicken, paper products, cleaning products. I am surprised to see that the medicine hasn't really been getting snagged up really quick yet. That's what I'd probably be grabbing, vitamins and, medicines to help boost your immune system and, fight flu and respiratory issues. But it's only a matter of time before people start hoarding that too. But yeah, shelves just going empty left and right, and just masses and masses of people just keep pouring into the store. So I can only imagine what it's like at other places. Just little neighborhood grocery stores around the corner, convenience stores, I imagine they are already ransacked. So my advice to people, if you haven't done so now, stock up. Make sure you have food that you can prepare that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Stuff that you can possibly eat straight out of the can or out of the box, or you just have to boil water for. Make sure you got adequate medicine. What are you doing, buddy? Sorry, I'm always getting nervous at intersections when people don't seem like they want to wait for ongoing traffic cross. Make sure you got a first aid kit set up if you don't have it now. see me? Yeah, okay. Have your essentials handy. Have a plan together. I mean, it's a little late in the game to be doing prepping right now, so but getting something together is better than nothing, and it's better late than never. And just be advised, things go Looney Tune, and stores can't restock their shelves, and people start running out of food. They're going to start looking into trying to steal other people's food, take their supplies. So you want to make sure you have a means to defend yourself, or maybe an escape plan. Figure out where you'll kind of go to wait things out if you can. Hopefully things don't go to that measure. Hopefully we have some good leadership. Make the right decisions to help minimize the impact of this virus that's going around. But as far as I've seen, people are just not reacting efficiently. I don't know the proper term for that. It seems like the response is a little disproportionate and way too self-centered. A lot of selfishness out there. I saw that pretty loud and clear when we had put a limit of 2 cases of water per person, just so we can try and help as many families as possible be able to get something. But there were still people just loading their carts up just sky high full of water, and it's like, hey, hold on. We're trying to make sure everyone has a chance at it. Even had people try to get into altercation up front when we had to enforce those limits. And this is just the beginning, This is when things are starting to come into perspective and reality starting to hit. I can't imagine how it's going to be a little bit further down the line if it continues to escalate. So, one thing I will ask and encourage everyone, be good to each other, I know it's kind of a scary situation. The implications are pretty dire, but be good to one another, We're all in this together. We're all kind of concerned for each other's, at least our own well-being, our family members' well-being, but, each other, If your neighbor next to you is not doing well or goes without or they're sick, that very well could impact you down the line. And it's kind of situations like these that's going to show you true character of everyone around you. Some people surprise you with kindness and being wholesome. Other people surprise you with just how quickly that they just kind of flip the script, and you thought they were a nice, upstanding individual, that they looked out for their neighbor, and then all of a sudden they pull out a dagger and hit you in the back and run off. So I hope there isn't as many of those types around. I hope everyone surprises me and shows me some better colors out there. I'm kind of rambling at the moment because I can't access my camera to turn it off. But as I said, if you haven't stocked up by now, you're pretty late in the game to do that. But my recommendation to you is, if you are trying to stock up and prepare and grab your essentials now, be patient and be humble. Just about everywhere you go is probably going to be ransacked by the time you get out there to try and get water and the basics. So you gotta just kind of accept the fact that it's probably not going to be there. But if it is there, be mindful. There's other people trying to, stock up and make sure their families are good too. So don't be selfish. Just take what you need and try to leave some for someone else, because you ain't the only one that's going to be in that boat. So I wish you all the best, and hope we all get through this together and we can laugh about how silly we're being, laugh about how silly I'm being with how, somber I am on this. But hopefully this will blow over quick. I'm gonna sign off and yeah.